across the room. Last night I was in a bar and I walked up to this woman and I said, "Do you live around here often?" She said, "You're wearing 2 different color socks." I said, "Yes, but to me they're the same because I go by thickness." And she said, "How do you feel?" And I said, "Well, you know, when you're sitting on a chair and you lean back so you're just on 2 legs, then you lean too far and you almost fall over, but just at the last second you catch yourself. I feel like that all the time." I'm staying in an old hotel. They sent me a wake-up letter. I'm writing a book. I have the page numbers done. Now I just have to fill in the rest. I wrote a song, too, but I can't read music, so I don't know what it is. Sometimes I turn the radio on, I say, I think I might have written that. I've written several children's books, not on purpose. The first time I ever read the dictionary, I thought it was a poem about everything. Thanks. I'm feeling kind of hyper. Whenever I'm around a little tiny baby, I always write down the noises he's making so that years later I can ask him what he meant. Babies don't need a vacation, but I still see him at the beach. I lost a buttonhole. I like my dental hygienist. I think she's very pretty. So whenever I go to have my teeth cleaned while I'm in the waiting room, I eat an entire box of Oreo cookies. Sometimes they have to cancel all the rest of the appointments. A while ago, I had no electricity in my house. I had no lights. I couldn't see what I was doing. Good thing my camera has a flash. Going all around my house like this. Wanted to make a sandwich, I took 60 pictures of my kitchen. The neighbors called the police. They thought there was lightning in my house. I put tape on the mirrors in my house so I won't accidentally walk through into another dimension. I have one of those old-fashioned type sinks with one faucet for the hot water and one for the cold water. But the shower is like that, too. I have to keep running back and forth. I put a new engine in my car, but I didn't take the other one out. Now I can go 500 miles an hour. I took the headlights off and I put strobe lights on. So when I drive at night, it looks like I'm the only one that's moving. Today I was... No, that wasn't me. Yesterday I was walking down the street and I saw a subliminal advertising executive just for a second. I put instant coffee into a microwave oven. I almost went back in time. I hate when my foot falls asleep during the day because that means it's gonna be up all night. Thank you.
Mrs. Jameson, I think we've located your missing husband. The one with the two heads.
Oh?
There was a terrible accident. I'm sorry. Perhaps... Would you identify the body?
No, that's not him.
Are you sure, Mrs. Jameson?
But the one on the left looks familiar.
And what about the one on the right?
I just can't place it.
You mean, then, this is not your husband?
No.
Mrs. Jameson, my men were dragging the river all night.
Well, I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but that's not my Craig. I'd know those faces anywhere. Well, maybe it's one of his friends. I'm sorry, I can't oblige you.
Do you know how hard it is to even find a two-headed man? I'll tell you. Hard. Far be it from me to accuse you of being picky.
Look, maybe he left a message at the sideshow switchboard. I'll try there.
Hello, Governor? Yes, I think we have a lead on that escaped convict. The one with the three heads? Yes. Well, he may have had an accident.
And now, the next to the last episode of Major General Hospital.
Don't lie to me, Lance. I saw you sneak in. I saw the whole thing.
Celia, what are you trying to tell me?
I'll simply say what I saw, my love. I'll simply say what I saw.
Say what you saw.
It was way past visiting hours. I'd come in to water some flowers.
So?
When I saw you in the corner.
You can't prove anything.
Disconnecting the nurse's bell.
I was nowhere near the hospital last night.
But a moment later.
I was in
that you
Detroit.
turned off his respirator.
I was drinking.
And
I missed my
suddenly,
flight.
it dawned
I woke up
on
in
me
Cleveland.
You did not
I was
wish
nowhere near
you
the
were.
hospital.
I simply say what I saw, my love. I simply say what I saw.
It was way past visiting hours. I had to water some flowers. When he saw you in the corner, disconnecting the nurse's bell. It was but a moment later, and he turned on his respirator. And suddenly it dawned on she, you did not wish him well.
Now I'm preparing a statement for the officers of the law. I'm afraid unless you marry me, I'll simply say what I saw, my love.
But Celia, you know all I've ever felt for you is resentment and contempt.
I'll simply say what she saw.
We had our show. I was the swan.
Really? Then you got a right to chicken done right.
I make it tender, juicy every bite.
I make fresh hot biscuits.
And tasty fresh coleslaw.
You got a right to chicken done right.
Nobody makes chicken like we do with the Colonel's secret blend of herbs and spices.
It's finger looking good.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Nothing tastes like Hawaiian punch.
You only have to taste it once. Taste of the place. Ooh, far, far away. Come on and go Hawaiian. Hawaiian punch. Sail away.
cousin, Tessie, makes such a great antipasto. She rolls the salami up so tight, you can use it for a toothpick. Another trick she taught me, use Ziploc storage bags. You keep your marinated mushrooms in one bag, salami in another. Not only does Ziploc protect the flavor of these little morsels, but your peppers won't smell like your onions.
Ziploc. We've got the lock on food protection.
Oh, gee. I hope it's enough.
Excuse me, Dr. Cassandra. I hope I haven't come too early. Andre Zimmerman, I saw no one in the reception area, so I took the liberty of...
Oh, yes. I've been expecting you. Please, come in, Mr. Zimmerman. Sit down.
Thank you. I shan't be taking much of your time, Doctor. 11 minutes and 30 seconds, to be exact. I have 4 basic problems, Doctor. Problems I fear too long ignored. You were referred to me by my wife, Alma.
Yes, of course, Mrs. Zimmerman.
It is at her urging that I come to see you now. Ah, lovely, lovely. My wife has described this place quite accurately. Ah, an Army Phillips, one of his best. 1834, 36, perhaps. Fine example of the period. Quite valuable, quite rare. You have excellent taste, Doctor. Excellent.
Thank you.
I assume you're aware of the Zimmerman of the Zimmerman Gallery on 57.
Oh, yes.
We shall be acquiring a superb Phillips oil very shortly, which I welcome you to see.
Tell me, Mr. Zimmerman, why do you feel that you need only 11 minutes and 30 seconds?
Schedule, Doctor. Schedule and precision are very important to me. Well, then, shall we proceed? I have, at this point, I must admit, only a second-hand familiarity with the analytic process. Where shall I begin?
You said before you had 4 basic problems. Tell me the first.
Certainly. My first problem, of course, is the little people.
The little people?
Yes, the little people who follow me.
Tell me, how little are they?
Oh, they're little, very little.
So you don't mean short?
No, I mean little, Doctor. Very little people.
I see. And how many of them are there?
There are 38 little people. There are 12 women and 26 men, and they all smoke cigars.
And they're always walking behind you?
No, sometimes they ride in little cars. Very little cars. Little Chevrolets, little Buicks. 38 little people in 9 little cars smoking Panatellas, yes.
Tell me, Mr. Zimmerman, these little people, what do they want from you?
They want to eat my feet. They want to humble me, bring me down to their level, so that I will become one of them, and then there will be 39 little people, and we will all follow someone else. I believe that is the plan. Who knows how it all began? Perhaps with just one little person, and then it grew, or diminished, as it were. Oh, they're pleasant enough, with their little smiles and their jaunty little walks, humming their madrigals.
Madrigals?
Yes, English madrigals, with their little cigars clenched in their tiny teeth, just humming.
Are they always humming?
No, sometimes they sing ballads originally recorded by Bing Crosby in the 30s.
This singing, Mr. Zimmerman, what does it sound like to you?
Very much like 38 little people singing a cappella. Rather sweet, actually. Did you ever see a dream? Well, we did. Did you ever hear a dream? Well, we did. They're down in the lobby waiting for me right now. Singing softly, gently. But I know what they want.
I think there's a little bit more to it than that, Mr. Zimmerman. I think, Mr. Zimmerman, you're wearing a baseball hat.
Yes, that is correct.
Mr. Zimmerman.
Henderson. Marvin Henderson. Utility infielder for the Kansas City Athletics. Marvin Lefty Henderson. At one time, the most promising shortstop in the American League. Which brings me to the second of my 4 problems, Doctor. Multiple personalities. I have 109 of them.
109 separate identities.
Yes, one for each national holiday, one for each religious holiday, and one for each of many social occasions, including my birthday.
I'm not sure what I can say at this point.
Happy birthday would be appropriate, I think.
Tell me, who am I talking to now? Henderson or Zimmerman?
Rackmill. Commander Bruce, Rackmill, U.S. Naval Reserve. And I must unfortunately terminate this consultation.
Why, Commander?
Because I am in love with you. Hopelessly, totally in love. And I'm sure it would be inadvisable to continue treatment under these circumstances. Doctor, these minutes have meant a great deal to me. The warmth, the understanding, the insights, the breakthroughs. But I cannot continue.
This, often happens during the course of treatment. Not usually as fast as this.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. 1, 2, 3.
This is what we call a transference, Mrs. Zimmerman.
Rauscher. Rabbi Simon Rauscher. You must gain control of your feelings, my dear. Return to your home, your work, your loved ones. Yes, I am a man, but first I am the spiritual leader of Mamaroneck, New York, and I cannot consider this relationship. Oh, good old Rabbi Rauscher. His timing is impeccable. The commander always falls in love, and the rabbi always gets him out. It's so difficult, there being so many of us. What with travel arrangements and hotel accommodations, and any important decisions, I have to ask for a show of hands. Doctor, a man with 109 personalities being pursued by 38 little people singing, "Did you ever see a train walking?" and wanting to eat his feet is, needless to say, not a happy man. Which brings me to my third problem, and that is, I intend to kill myself. Right here, now, today. I intend to leap from your office window into eternity. And now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Zimmerman.
Oh, we took a vote this morning. 86 to 19 with 4 abstentions. Don't move, Costanza. Don't move. If you move, I shall leap immediately. Sit down. Would you like to hear my note? Good evening. I hope that I have not landed on anyone or damaged any valuable property. There are several reasons for the state you now find me in. First, there is a cowboy out there playing ping pong with my beloved planet, and I do not wish the world to come to an end before I do. Secondly, 2.5 years ago, my wife, under the misguided impression that she was undeservedly content, began treatment with a Dr. Antonia Costanza, found above, who has managed at a cost of $68,400, not counting cab fares, to make my wife undeservedly miserable. She has further persuaded my wife to demonstrate her independence by opening a boutique on Columbus Avenue, where my wife now spends 12 hours a day selling unnecessary clothing at unaffordable prices, at a weekly loss to me of $1,600 and my wife's good company. So then, my home is gone, and soon the world will follow. I have nowhere to go but down. Eternally yours, Andre Zimmerman. And now...
Mrs. Zimmerman, please, I beg you.
There is one way you can stop me.
Yes, anything.
Call my wife and read that statement to her. The phone number of the boutique is at the top.
Oh, I can't.
Very well, then.
Hello, fancy that? May I speak to Alma Zimmerman, please? Hello, Mrs. Zimmerman. This is Dr. Costanza. I have something very important to tell you. We must terminate your treatment because it never should have begun. It's been a waste of your time and money, your thought and your energy. There is nothing wrong with you, and there never was. I have indulged us both in a foolish endeavor, a dangerous whimsy that my conscience now dictates must cease. You don't need me. You never did, and you need your husband. You always will. And he needs you. Oh, close that ridiculous store and run home to him. Goodbye, Mrs. Zimmerman.
Sign that.
To Andre Zimmerman and the Zimmerman Gallery, in admiration and gratitude for his contribution to and support of the world of fine art, I, Dr. Antonia Costanza, hereby grant sole ownership of the Ami Phillips painting titled Girl in Red with Cat and Dog.
Sign it. Oh, thank you so much. The painting doesn't quite cover what you've cost me, but I appreciate the gesture. Do forgive the drama, please. And my little psychotic inventions, but as you can see, they were all quite necessary. I wish you good luck and best wishes. 109, to be exact. My wife and I, that was my fourth problem. My fourth malady and my only real one. Well, there, you see, Doctor, you've cured me. You've actually cured someone. Isn't that extraordinary? And in only 11 minutes and 30 seconds, exactly. Keep well, Doctor. And watch out for those little people.
Did you ever see a dream?
Will Melanie marry Lance? Will Celia say that she saw? Will Baxter be buried? The final episode of Major General Hospital.
Lance, I know I told you you didn't stand a chance with me, but, well, I've thought it over. If you'll still have me, Lance, I'm yours.
Melanie, I can't.
But why not?
Because I have to marry Celia.
But why?
Because she saw me murder my father, which I only did because I was jealous, because he's in love with you, and you're carrying his child. I'm sorry you had to hear that, Mother.
Oh, what the hell. So, you're going to marry Celia?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. 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 But tomorrow is Baxter's funeral.
Well, I guess it's going to be a busy day.
Tears of joy and tears of sorrow, that is what we'll see tomorrow.
First, my father we will bury, then we'll all be making merry.
Tears of grief and tears of laughter, merry cheer and here, hereafter.
All within a few short hours. Think of what we'll save on flowers.
Tears of joy and tears of sorrow, tears of joy and tears of... After the sorrow dies out, we'll still be crying our eyes out. Tears of joy and tears of sorrow, tears of joy and tears of sorrow, tears of joy and tears of sorrow, tears of joy and
There's more for your life at Sears.
It's here, your week to save on separates that fit at Sears. Save $15 to $17 on smart-looking blazers. Matching pants, now $9.99. Save $7 on the skirt, now $12.99. Breeze along in this stylish blouse, just $12.99. Mix and match. Comfortable fit, comfortable savings that may surprise you.
There's more for your life
Now through Saturday.
at Sears.
The moisturizers really work. Dove leaves your skin feeling smooth and velvety, feeling like sunshine.
We asked women across America to give up their ordinary soap and take the Dove 7-day test.
soap gets my face feeling dry, and Dove left my face feeling soft and supple.
Dove is 1/4 moisturizing cream. It can give you softer, smoother skin in 7 days.
Dove is a luxury. I look forward to washing my face every day.
For softer, smoother skin, switch to Dove.
There really is a moisturizer in there.
How to eat a McDonald's Chicken McNugget 20-piece dinner.
Get ready, get set. Gotta go, go, go. They go fast, won't last. Tender, hot, hot. On your toes, watch out. Go, go, hot shot. Big dipper, little dipper, oops, slip, dip. Tasty, tasty McNuggets, so, so saucy. Gotta pick 'em up, pop 'em down, go fast, won't last. Chicken, 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 chicken McNuggets.
It's a good time for the great taste. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. For McDonald's.
This fall, Mama's in the maternity ward, Papa's in the pokey, and their baby's playing hard to get.
No, don't bite the doctor.
It's the all-new Aftermash, coming soon. How does Charles Grodin do it?
Oh, you are a naughty boy.
He's got Farrah Fawcett upset.
Are you on pills of any kind?
What?
And Joan Collins is out of control.
Love to me.
Saturday night,
No.
Sunburn. And coming this fall on CBS.
Something has got to go, either your knickers or you.
Regent Air is pleased to have assisted with air transportation for Comedy Zone guest stars.
Tomorrow night, Hawk must avoid a massive satellite search to keep Airwolf safe from a ruthless government official. Airwolf tomorrow night at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
You're not making things any easier on yourself. 10 to 15 is a long time to spend in a federal pen.
You can't